Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rini, this is the Enchanted Planner, and today we're planning in my dashboard for the week of February 27th. So when I did my setup and I had looked at the fun holidays and stuff, Princess Day is like the 3rd. So I'm like, well, let's play with some Strong at Heart because I haven't used those stickers in a really long time. I did the Cinderella spread, but that wasn't Strong at Heart. So now we got a couple of decisions to make because... let me get through my mess here. I pulled out these guys, which are from the Mambi Sticks, these ones. The 63 pieces. It's the one with Moana and da-da-da in them. And of course, you know how I feel about big decor. Like, I really like big decor, but I'm not sure I'm sure she might be too big. We're gonna test. So this is still my holding planner because today's the 23rd. Yes, I'm not really super far ahead on filming right now. We could kind of maybe put her off to the side, but that would be cutting like half of her off. Unless I sacrifice that box this week, which I can, because I haven't really been using them fully. Because these ones are almost too small. I mean, they're cute, but they're almost too small. So this is, I'm kind of leaning this direction. Now, when I was flipping through here, of course, they paired it with purple, and I'm like, ooh, I can totally work with that. I had originally been thinking about these guys, even though I've got that, which is a great color match here, but I didn't know that I really wanted to bring in sort of this color here. So I'm thinking about those, or I'm thinking about these, which is, it's a tough one because like those be super pretty too. And I love, I don't know. I mean, I really love teal and purple together and aqua and purple together. Especially because, like, not that I really think I'll be pulling much from this book at all. Like, there might be some headers maybe, but we don't get a ton in these books of each princess. Maybe we'll stick with these ones. All right, well, that makes life easy. We're just going to have to go a bit of a different direction. I mean, there's a slight purple in here, but it's not really purple. Okay, so we need Tombow, washi, sticker squisher. And then we need tweezers, scissors, X-Acto knife, ruler. We've got the tools, we've got a plan, which, by the way, even though you don't know, thank you for helping me out with. Thank you for helping me make a decision. Whatever you sent through, I got. I'll use those purple flowers at some point, maybe when I use the smaller version of the princesses, but we're not going to use them today, unless I completely change my mind in the next, I don't know, 20 minutes. We'll see how it goes. Let's see here. I've got 2 of those because I kind of want to, here, you know what we'll do? So give me a good idea on exactly how much space this is going to take up. Give me a better idea. Oh, it's going to take up quite a bit, but I really want to use her. I do. I just got to figure out how we're going to make this work. We could do something like that. This means I'd have to use this entire space, which is doable. You know what I didn't do is look for boxes because I was in such an all-fired panic. It's quite late in the day. I don't normally ever film this late, but I was on the phone for the last, believe it or not, a couple of hours. I don't talk on the phone at all. And then, you know, there's one girlfriend I talk to once in a blue moon where that's exactly what happens. We don't talk forever and then we have to catch up all at once. So, yeah, I was on the phone with her. I don't know that I want to bring these in. Maybe, maybe not. Because we do have a couple more options over here with this one. And then we have another one of these guys. And these stickers are out of Jessica's, probably, I think it's her first sticker book. Floral Blossoms, like way back, a long time ago, a couple of years ago. I think it was like 2020. She doesn't put the date on hers. If she put the date on hers, we'd have no problems at all. Okay, so let's assess our situation here. I can probably cut off a bit of her skirt, but it's where we're going to put these florals. If we're going to put them sort of like here behind her, I really don't know on that one. I'm kind of stuck, you guys. Ooh, very sticky. I mean, these are sticky to begin with, but I think it's also because they're starting to get old. Like, I've had them for a couple of years now, I guess. And we must use the things. This is how we go. We must use the things. Okay, so if we kind of lay her in like that, could kind of go like that, or we can go like that. And this is where we get hung up. Or we use one of the smaller ones. That might work. That might work. Then I'm not sacrificing all of the space. So let's lift this up a tiny bit. Probably should have gotten rid of that line behind her. And let's make sure we grab the right black pen today. Or not black pen, oh my God, white pen, dear Lord. Dear Lord, I guess I don't really need to white out behind her, but we're on a roll, people, we're on a roll. And I know some of you don't like Disney spreads, but I do like them now. And as I say this, every single time I talk about, or every time I do a Disney spread, I always tell you guys, like, if you had have told me like this many years ago that I was going to love Disney in my planners, I would have told you were on glue. But I ended up falling in love with them. So why doesn't this look right? I think it's because I'm trying to negotiate around the white border. I should have probably cut it off, which is exactly what we're going to do. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's get in here. Make this a little less painful for myself by removing part of my problem. There, that's a bit better. Okay, kind of want it like that. Like that. And we could take, I don't know, I don't really want to bring these in, but they're in the other florals. So there's that. Where's my tweezers? Because we could bring one of these little ones in, sort of back here, to fill in that gap. Okay, then I still have some room to work with. It's a little bit better. Let's trim off her skirt. Sorry, Jasmine. We'll trim off that bit. I gotta clean my stickers. They're super gummy. Super, super gummy. All right, now we're gonna use the Crocodile to remove the stickers from in the holes, which that is an awesome tool. It's one of my favorites. Okay, we have a princess. Now let's see what other kind of damage we can get into. I did pull out, or I cut them out already because I didn't want to fight with all this stuff, but we have this large quote. Then we have this like sort of, it's a bigger quote, but it might fit better down here. But I still have to get my boxes in here, and this is where we need to go next. So I'm gonna pause for a second while I go find some boxes. Okay, we have boxes. I had to go hunting because this is not exactly easy colors to match up. So I found some stuff that'll work. We're gonna start out with finding stuff for the boxes though. So let's go in here to this section. I've got the lighter one and that one. So maybe we will grab one of these. Actually, let's put it on here because I might put some florals down here. And we'll grab one of those. Okay, let's get rid of this refuge. This one I'm going to throw in the garbage because I don't need that. But if we're going to put some florals in, it might be nice to bring it, if I can figure out how to make it work, in this corner. Or I don't really want to go around her completely with florals because it's a little bit much. I mean, these are beautiful florals and they're kind of Operation Use the Stuff because I've had them for quite a while now and I've got bits and bobs left, right? So it's time to get them used. Oh, that might be a better fit right there. Let's see. I don't really want to cut off the pieces though. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I wish it was shaped a little bit more round because I kind of want something in this corner. Or maybe we'll just go this way. I think this is probably going to be the easiest. We're just going to go this way, which actually, if we do it right, we can use the other half of the sticker somewhere else. So let's put that guy down there like that. And then see how I feel about where I'm going to cut it off, which is not exactly cooperating. So let's just cover that up for a second. I think I'm going to move it in just a bit slight more. Or we're going to flip it, I think. So we'll go like that, and see if I like that better. No, I don't. I prefer it the other way. I know I'm being fussy today, very indecisive, but I'm in a weird, like, those of you who are menopausal will totally understand what I'm talking about. I'm in a menopause phase that I've got a bit of insomnia, and it doesn't last forever, and it's not super, super long, but you know, it's the night sweats and the not sleeping properly and the strange ass dreams that you never remember, but you know they're damn strange and things like that, right? And yeah, it's just too much sometimes. Oh, you didn't cut. Why didn't you cut? Because you're being difficult. All right, so we'll flatten that out, and then we're going to get rid of this tiny little piece down here. But yeah, no, I've also got brain fog, which is an interesting thing unto itself some days. And then, you know, put into there, and I've got indecisive problems. So we're just on a roll. Okay, so I think we're going to come in with these two boxes now. These are where I put the stats, like, so the growth on the channels. So we'll put that one like that, and we'll put this one like that. Or maybe we'll bring these down a bit. I want to try and get a quote in here somewhere. Let's see what I've got. Like I said, I think this one's too big now. That one would work, but it's huge. We have this one. I think this is going to be our winner. So let's get this guy off of here, and let's do a little bit of layering. Not layering, but a little bit of, we're going to stack. What do you call it? Cluster. Good grief. Took me a while to get to the right word. You probably all going, cluster. You mean cluster? So we'll put that like that, and then we can probably come in with this kind of like that, or do we put it down here? I don't like it on the bottom. Okay, so we kind of have a plan. We kind of have a loose plan. They didn't all stay together, but we kind of have a loose plan. So let's put these guys down. I'm going to sneak in here with this one. Hopefully that's in the right spot. I didn't really notice what lines were where when I was playing around with the wax paper. Oop, let's get you straight. Let's get you straight. Okay, so we put that like that. And we can lay this guy over top. I'm not thrilled with the fact that it's on paper. I wish it was on clear, but we're going to make it work. I could trim it up a bit, but it's not going to make that much of a difference overall if I trim it up. So we'll just leave it as is. Even if I can get it straight, would be an amazing concept. Let's get the letters on a straight line. Can we get the letters on a straight line? I just want begin to look like it's not leaning, and I still want to see a little bit of the blue box underneath. Okay, we're good. I kind of think we're good on this side. So let's go take a look at the other side, which actually is still on the discs. How did I do that? Okay, so now on this side, we'll get rid of that. I was actually thinking about this head, but this head I think is really, really big. So let's give this a trim so I can get an idea on the size of this, so I can compare. It's big. I think I might be able to make it work though. Just have to write really small. Or we just skip it and go a different direction. So maybe we'll grab, oops, I'm tearing the sticker. So one thing with these old paper stickers are rather delicate too, because there's a lot of little fine pieces. So maybe we'll come up here with, do we want to go this way or do we want to go down the side again? We could go down the side. So maybe we'll go, I want to get some of that blue on there and still leave myself enough room to write. And get the sticker up. So let's trim this off. Look, I made a decision without thinking about it and moving stickers and everything else. I better call Guinness on that one because I don't guarantee it's going to happen again. Okay, so we're going to lay this one in down the side here. And then we're going to take our little bit that was left over from the other side and we're going to use it to fill in here. Now, again, with paper stickers, it's a bit of a pain in the butt when we're trying to layer them to make them look normal. So I'm going to lift that up and do that. Okay, so yay, we have some decor on the other side. I didn't exactly cut that the straightest, and I have a sticker bit stuck on the other side. Hang on, you don't belong there. Okay, let's clean this up. Okay, there's that. Okay, it's kind of pretty. All right, now we need some function. We got all this decorative stuff, but we do need some function. And I would still like to kind of sneak this quote in here, but I think it's too big. Let's see. Ooh, don't stick yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Okay, let's put that on wax paper so I can actually get a look at this. I can probably make that work. But let's get some function down first. So let's get this out of the way and bring the wax. Actually, I have another piece of wax paper here. So let's grab this guy because we're going to go on the hunt for some boxes or bullets or something. I looked in Mojo's, what do you call it? Blue boxes and more, green boxes and more, and the blues were nowhere near what I needed. And I didn't look in the check it off book, so I don't think she put these colors in here. But no, they're not. Sucks, because that would have been perfect. But alas, here we are. Okay, so let's have a look in the blue-green section at what we got here. With these, I don't need double boxes. I don't really need that. It's more these little guys that are the more effective. And I also brought out this because we do have, these are not, they're close. Oh, I forgot to punch this. They're close, but they're not perfect, but I probably can get away with it. So that's why I brought out that book. Because some days, like, I don't know, I've been using the dashboard a little bit differently each week, kind of trying to find a rhythm with it. Some days the boxes work great, other days they don't. So I don't know, it's a tough one. So I think we're going to go a little bit of both. We're going to go this, and put this on the Monday, put that down there. And we're going to grab one of these ones here. And we're going to bring this one down to the Thursday, like that. And then we'll bring, I want a light one. We'll grab this one and bring down this like this, which is not straight. So let's fix that. Oh, super sticky. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, now he's straight. Okay, so we've got a bit of that. And then, yeah, it would have been perfect had I been able to match up this, but nothing really worked all that well. So we're gonna go a little bit of a different direction here. I do have black boxes. Let's go back in here. Let's see what the orange is like in the pastel. Because, ooh, that actually might work. All right, I just solved my own problem. I didn't think to look in the pastel boxes for stuff that would match. So looky-loo, looky what I found. There's actually a color in here that matches. But I want to, if I have box, 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 I'm gonna mess this up. Oh well, we're just gonna go. I've been posting Tuesdays, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday is sort of my regular scheduled post. So let's bring one of these guys in here. If I can get a sticker down straight, it would be amazing. I'm actually hoping that Mojo does what she has been doing each with the seasonal and re-releasing the old as she brings out a new one. Because last year I ordered and paid for two, and this isn't on Mojo, this is on UPS. I ordered and paid for 2 of the summer boxes, and I had it shipped to my girlfriend Rachel. Okay, Rachel's in Florida. She's kind of my US mailing address. And lo and behold, Rachel boxed it all up and put it in the post for me. And then when it got here, only one of the summer boxes books was in it. I mean, it was a huge box. There's lots of stuff in it because I usually let stuff accumulate at Rachel's for a while before I have it shipped up. And I guess with UPS tossing the box around like yahoos, somewhere my box must have opened, and when they put it back together, they missed something, and yeah, I didn't get it. So I was a little bit pissed off about that. It was like irritable, like seriously irritable. It made me upset. They're like, you know, they're not cheap. By the time I have these boxes, I don't really do anything on Saturdays, but we're going to put that in there just for like, I wish I had colors in here like that in these. That would be perfect. Okay, so we have some function. Let's go back to having a look at the decor. But yeah, so anyways, that would be my hope, is that Mojo does what she has done and just re-releases it, because that'd be perfect. And a completely selfish selfish thing for myself. I'm like, that would be what's best for me. Really, it would be what's best for me. Do I want to move this box and try and sneak that quote in? is really, or do I put another bullet point on to sort of balance it out? It's a very bright spread. But I'm hoping it's pretty. I hope you like it. Yeah, because if I trim this guy up a bit, I can probably make this work. So let's get this up off the paper, wax paper, and let's give it a haircut. Let's give it a haircut. Because, you know, I'm going to go much closer than Happy Planner's Kiss Cut. I'm like, let's get it right to the glow, right to the quick. I don't want any of this extra garbage. Is that enough? Is that enough? Do I have to do the bottom too? I think I have to do the bottom too. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to move that box completely. So let's pull this box up, stick it on the wax paper, and then I'll put it back down in a second once I trim up the bottom of this guy. Yeah, I was pretty pissed with UPS, but what are you gonna do, right? When it comes down to situations like that, it's like your word against theirs, that they tossed the bloody box around so much that it opened and they lost stuff from it. And I mean, in the other side, I should be grateful that it was just the one sticker book instead of like a lot of stuff, but it was just irritating beyond all rationale. Like things like this, not yours, be careful with it. And it's not like it was peak season either. Like I understand them being a little bit more rushed when it's like Christmas time, because, you know, Christmas is kind of crazy and stuff. I think I accidentally cut into that, but that's okay. We're just going to ignore that. And we're going to move this up a tiny, tiny bit. And so I don't have to cut off as much of the K as was looking like I was going to have to cut off. So this will work. And then we'll just trim off this tiny little bit. And then we'll come back in here with our box and we're going to stick it right in that section right there. Okay, now I can probably get some more pretty stuff on here. So let's grab this guy. And do we want to maybe bring it down on this side? Because there's like a little gap over here, but it's going to need a little bit of a haircut too, because I just don't like it. I don't know how much I have to trim, but we'll start there. All right, we got to do down this side too. So yes, I don't know. Life's been wonky, right? So far, I've been I've been managing to keep up. I don't know how long that will last, but we'll see. But so far I haven't had to ghost you guys, which is kind of the best thing, because I was like, I didn't really want to have to stop filming and then, you know, not have any content, because I love creating content for this channel. And then getting to chat with you guys every day, it's like the bond.com, man, it's awesome. All right, so let's see if that is a better fit. That is a better fit. Oh, I like it. I think we're going to see if we can, oh no, if I do that, then I got to do her head again. So I don't really want to do that. Let's just move this down a tiny bit. Let's see if we can work it in like that. Like so. All right, that's cool. I like it. Now I've got this little floral here, which we could bring in up here like that. Then I'd almost need something on that side. And I don't have another one of those. I'm out of those. Unless I lay that one across the top. I don't think it'll really work though. So I'm not holding high hopes on that one. So let's just see. Kinda. And this is kind of funny. It's so different to the spread I did last week, which was using deep botanicals, and what a mess that was. Oh my gosh, what a mess that was. I do want to play around with that book again in my vertical. Oh, I can't see what I'm cutting. I do want to play around with that book again in my vertical, because like it's meant for a vertical planner. So of course it will be a little bit easier to use in a vertical planner, but it's still a tough book to use. So I'm trying to figure out, because I had a couple of ideas with it, because most of those stickers are like, there's a lot of them that are on the black backing, right? I was like, okay, well, what might work is turning these into a blackout spread and doing it that way. But the problem is the black in the background in them is quite different from the blackout paper. Again, we come down to these saturation points, right? And different shades of black. So I don't know. I'm working through a few things, but I think it would be fun to play around with it a little bit more and see what else I can come up with. Okay, so this guy down here is being a royal pain in the butt. He doesn't want to stay down, so we'll just squish him down. And you got you guys. So I've got my boxes for the stats. We do need some headers, which, I mean, we can take a look in the Strong at Heart, but I think most of it's like in purple. We have a to-do list. Oh, wow, that's cut right through. We have don't forget or a to-do list. So let's grab the to-do list. We'll put that right up here. Okay. What else can we find? These focus on loving. Like these little button stickers are kind of cute. I wish there was one that matched the florals, like with that would be really good. But maybe we'll sneak one of these on here somewhere. Not sure about that, so we'll put that off to the side. Okay, so we've got a header. Oh, look, we have these little guys, these little to-do things. And we have some more that we can use. So let's grab this guy and put that. I think I'll put that one there. And then maybe we will grab one of these like remember this stickers and we'll put this one up here on this. Let's get it straight. My goodness. All right, so let's lay that one down like that. What else have we got to work with? We have these, they're a little bit bigger, which we could probably bring in, and then we're into Rapunzel. So maybe we'll grab one of these darker ones and bring in sort of like a little, I want to try and get a flag on this side of the page. Or this page, I mean. So we have like a little bit of congruency, right? Not sure I particularly like that. How about if we put you up there? We'll see how I feel about that one. And then I just got to decide on the circle, which I'm not really thrilled with, but I think that is a wrap, other than the fact that I think I'm going to leave it as is. Normally I have like boxes, but I think I'm just going to leave it because otherwise there wasn't anything in here to use, right? Let me check one more time. Don't forget, remember this, today's focus. What other ones use this color? I think, yeah, the Little Mermaid does. So she's got similar colors in there. We got to do same kind of thing. Same kind of situation, just different, just match with blue instead of purple and yellow and pink, which I like the purple, yellow, and pink together. I think it's really pretty. Okay, I'm going to say it's done. Because if I continue stickering, I'm just going to be stickering for the sake of stickering. Do you know what I mean? You have those days where you're just stickering for the sake of stickering. So this is still living in my holding planner until the end of this week. So I'm going to slip it onto my black discs because it'll look smart on the black discs. I still have to do my monthly in this planner too. I got to get my button gear and get that done. Okay. I'm going to say that's a wrap, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button on your way out. It really helps the channel grow when you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to our channel, drop us a comment down below letting us know you're new so we can formally welcome you to our community. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and of course, always check the description for things I've used and links to different things, because if I can find you a link, I will put it in the description. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you next time. Ciao.